Hey, welcome. This is Eddie with the Crippled Handyman. How's it going? I am tired today. I am beat. I'm going to tell you something. Cutting these trees down. Oh my God. I am just, my, besides my back being toast. Oh my God. I am mentally tired, physically tired. My hamstrings are killing me. I'm sorry. You have to watch those other videos of me moving trees and cutting those other trees down. And what? That was a workout. That was one heck of a workout. But yeah, today let's talk about the three most physical jobs in commercial construction. And of course, guys and gals, you work in the industry, and I was the HVAC guy, okay? I had my challenges, the difficulties, and I didn't make the list. And I'll actually, let's talk about who did not make the list. Electrician, plumber, carpenter, drywaller, even the roofing guy. They did not make the list. And let's start out with number 3. The three most physical jobs, or the third ranking number 3 of a physical job in the commercial world. I'm talking, doing schools, hospitals, fire stations, police stations, any type of government buildings, federal buildings, anything like that of that sort. We're going to start out concrete workers. You made the cut of number 3. And don't get upset with me. Don't be angry with me. It's just my opinion. But at least you made the list. So that tells you, hey, that's a tough job. Regardless of all the equipment and tools and machinery and everything you get to use throughout the process, it's still physical work. Rewarding, it pays well, but it's physical. That's where I get it. I mean, you guys are pouring. Even though you got the pumper up there and all that stuff, regardless, when you're moving that, concrete is heavy. It's just effing heavy. If you ever did not do concrete, go to the store. I tell you what, get a workout. Go get 80-pound bags and load up 100 of them, okay? And tell me how that feels. That'll kind of give you logistics of, kind of what these guys deal with on a daily basis. Yeah, those guys, if I'm not mistaken, they'll do like 10,000 square feet a day or 5,000 square feet a day. I'm probably wrong with that. I know it's at least 5,000 square feet a day because they'll come in with an army. They'll come in there with 20 guys. Maybe they're doing 10,000 square feet, maybe more. If you're a concrete guy, let me know on the commercial end, what is the most concrete your crew, your team, whatever company you work for, had poured for the day? I like to know. And like I said, we done schools and we're pouring this whole half of the whole upstairs. And it's like, holy crap, that's a lot of concrete. And they get it done. Number 2, and these guys, I'm going to tell you, you are definitely a different breed of men. And there's women in there, but it's primarily male dominant, of course. Holy crap. When I mention this one, you're going to understand why. These guys, I've shook some of these guys' hands. Even concrete workers, I've shook their hands. Actually, all 3 that's on this list, you go do a handshake with these guys, and oh my God, I feel like you're shaking a vice. Pretty crazy. But number 2, this was a tough one between 2 and 1. But the reason I'm doing 2, when you hear number 1, you'll understand. Iron worker. The iron worker is number 2 most physical job in the commercial industry, in commercial construction. And, man, they're, between moving the rebar, you're bending down and getting set up, even all the painting for the floors, dragging that stuff across, walking beams. Yes, cranes are picking up steel beams and so forth, but you are like scooching across hot steel beams, cold steel beams. You are crazy MOs. MFers, MO, no, MFers. You guys are crazy. But I have a lot of respect for you guys and gals that are doing this type of career. It pays great. It's a great career to get into. But it is, you guys are just built different. I don't even know how to explain it. You guys are like the guy on the brawny towel, the brawny man, you're kind of like that kind of guy. Just like, just very, very masculine, just a man. And yes, I've seen a couple women in it, not too many at all, but I'm not, but heck, I would not want to mess with you as a woman if you're an iron worker. Heck no. Yeah, so I have a lot of respect to you. I respect everyone in the construction world. Having to work with everybody, you have to work as a team. It takes all of us to build these structures. Whatever we're building, whether it's a house or it's a school, or if you're building bridges, roads, we all work together as a team. And there you'll get those certain guys, they think that, oh, well, my union, our benefits are this and that, they're better than yours, and I don't care. Good, okay, good for you. Great. I didn't go into that field, but who cares? We're all a team. We're all building a kick-ass structure for students, for doctors, for business professionals, for police officers, for firemen, librarians, building aquatic centers for communities. Heck, the list goes on and on and on and on. That's why I just love the construction world. There is so much to learn, and you meet so many great people. All right, let's get back to this. I'm just excited for this one because I've seen these guys bust their tail day in and day out. It's the same old thing. It's very physical, regardless of whatever equipment they're using to move stuff, but they still have to do their part. And it's very, very physical. And when I mention this one, maybe before I mention, I'm going to mention what they do. They're building scaffolds. They're moving bricks. They're moving blocks. They're moving mortar. You have a lull operator. He's a lull operator, to get the big chutes of bins of mortar on the scaffold, moving the wood planks on the scaffold. And those heavy wood planks are a special wood plank. It's not like picking up a 20-foot 2x10 that's, for structural framing. This type of wood, it's a wood plank, and they're heavy. All right, if you guessed it by now, a mason laborer. A laborer for a mason contractor. You guys, number one, most physical job in the commercial industry. Commercial construction industry. I've seen some of these guys. They're not like even the biggest guys, but these guys are just like, I don't know, Popeye forearms. Some of them, they're just their brute little strength is insane, but it's nonstop. When those masons are laying the block, and again, remember, everyone in the construction industry, we all work hard. I'm talking about the most physical job. Say you're laying brick, right? And you're a brick mason. Would you want to get off that technically and be like, you know what, let's switch roles for the next week? You earned your wings as a mason, as a layer, a bricklayer. And, even that itself is hard, especially when you're doing these big commercial jobs. That has some physicality. But it doesn't even come close to a laborer for a mason contractor. A mason laborer. These guys are hustling First thing in the morning. They're there first before the bricklayers even show up. They're out there already mixing the mortar. They're already getting all the block ready. They're ready. They're moving scaffold. They're building scaffold, taking down scaffold. It is a nonstop physical job. It's a young man's job. And I'm not sure if you could go from a mason laborer to become an actual mason, to become a bricklayer. I would think so. Unless, if you're in the union world, you're a labor union. And, you do labor for all kinds of various things. But the mason laborers, you guys, hands down, number one, the most physical job in the commercial industry. I got to see you guys work. And let me tell you, I've done so many big projects. Many, many, many schools. Few hospitals. We were primarily schools. We did some fire stations, some police stations, but man, new schools, school additions. We did a lot of brand new schools, colleges, whatever. But number one, mason laborer. Hands down to you guys. So the three from the number three, you concrete workers. Number two, you iron workers. And number one, you mason laborers. Thank God for you guys that chose to get into that industry. We need you. And for those of you that are looking to get a job, just because it's a physical job, if you don't even need to go to the gym. Being in the construction world, a lot of guys that are in the gym, all bulky and muscle and all that stuff, there are those guys in all the fields, pipe fitters. You do need some sort of strength. So it doesn't hurt to be in a gym to get, build strength. Build muscle will come along, but to build strength, to be out throughout certain parts of the construction world, it wouldn't hurt. But I tell you, being in a mason laborer, you don't even have to go to work out. You don't even think about it. I think the most you may do is maybe do some cycling, being a cyclist. But most of the guys I talk to, they're like riding dirt bikes or jet skis, snowmobiles. They're just, remember these brothers I worked with, some crazy brothers, cool guys, but these guys were nuts. These guys, I don't know, I would even want to scrap with these guys. When I say scrap, I'm like putting fists against each other's faces. Gosh dang it, you guys were laborers for. I don't remember the name of the company. Mike, he was the foreman of the mason contractor, and there was these two brothers. It was when we did Piatone High School. If you ever see this video, hope you guys are doing well. Wish you all the best. You guys we've seen each other on so many different jobs, whether it was a Plainfield high school or whatever. It was pretty cool because a lot of us worked on many of the similar projects. But shout out to all the mason laborers out there. Thanks for your hard work and keep it up. Now you know it. Now you know what are the three most physical jobs in the commercial construction industry. So if you're looking to get into, working, you're like, I don't want to have too much of a physical job. Well, don't do these three. Okay. You could pick up anything else. Maybe you want to be a tile setter. Maybe you want to be electrician, a plumber. These are all the main basics. Maybe you want to be a drywaller. Maybe you want to be a carpenter. Maybe you want to be a glazier. I don't know if I would want to be a glazier with these high rises downtown and all that stuff. But there's shout out everybody out there building America. We're a team, and I want all you people that you're walking to this building, start paying attention to just different things in the structure. Look at the ventilation. Look at the lighting. Look at the piping. Look at the sprinkler lines. Look at the flooring. Look at the walls. The walls are up of the structure. Was it block? That block was laid by a man, one block at a time. Yeah, there might have been 10 guys on that wall, but it was still one block at a time built that entire wall. Imagine that, one block at a time. But guys, gals, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that. And for all the new subscribers, thanks for hitting that subscribe button and following my channel. And, well, we don't know what comes up next. But other than that, we'll catch you on the next one. Be safe, be legendary.